Hey Virgo, it's Amber here at Symbols for Living. Hope that you're very well. This is your love reading for the period of March 15th through to April 15th, 2019. This is for you if you've got a Virgo Sun, Moon, Venus, Ascendant or Descendant in Virgo, or if you feel that Virgo heavily influences your relationships in your life at the moment. It is a 3-layer spread. So the first layer is looking at how he or she feels about you and vice versa. Then we do another layer where we use the Mirror Love Oracle deck to look at the more spiritual aspects of the relationship and what you're learning. And then I will use the Wisdom of the Oracle deck just to pull a few cards to get some message from Spirit directly without any particular placements or the restriction of just the tarot messages. I will say that I just spent like 40 minutes doing your reading, and there was a lot of messages, and it wasn't, I pressed save everything, and then it just didn't save in anything. So yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit deflated. But I would say that as I started out before with the last reading, I haven't pulled out, I have put back the Mirror Love Oracle card deck cards and also the Wisdom of the Oracle deck cards, but I've left the tarot cards out. Yeah, hopefully you'll get some fresh messages, and if we see any repeating cards, then we know that that's even more for you. So in a way, it's kind of cool. We'll get to see what's definitely the message for you. So we have got as the overall energy for the reading or for the period, we have the 10 of coins. It looks like you are very focused on a long-term relationship. You may want this relationship to become long-term, or it may be that you're thinking, can this relationship be long-term? Or you're just looking for someone to be in a long-term relationship with, but this is the overall energy. So that's what you're very, very focused on at the moment. It could be that there's a family situation. As I have done the whole reading, I can tell you already what I kind of gathered in the messages that came through. So hopefully this could be a bit of a quicker reading. It looks like maybe there's a third party involved. And the reason why I say that is because the Three of Swords was underneath here. The message that I got in the reading before was that you could be in a few situations. So it could be that you are yourself hiding something from your partner. It may not be anything malicious. It may just be you're hiding maybe the fact that you're heartbroken or that you're still healing over something. Or it could be that you're hiding that you know something that they don't, that is helping you or giving you more leverage in the situation that you're in. And it could be simple things like, you know, that they like, you know, video games. So, you know, you bought them a yearly subscription to something, or you hooked them up with your friend that knows something, and that's how you kind of made this person fall in love with you. That couldn't happen, I know. Some people are that passionate about games, I know, but that can happen. But it's just that kind of example where you know what someone wants, so you kind of know what to kind of do to either get their attention or to take you seriously or whatever. So it could be something like that, or it could just be that you guys are part of a third party situation. And when I say you guys, I literally mean like you and your partner are seeing each other and maybe want to be committed, and your partner or you could be looking to get away from the third party. So you and your partner could be planning a kind of getaway to kind of sneak off and do your own thing, get together and start your own little family unit and start to make some long-term plans. I could see in the past there was definitely talks about long-term plans and what's going to happen in the future, and you guys were bonding, you were talking a lot, and a lot of dreams maybe were discussed. You maybe found they had a lot of similar interests in the past. You know, you guys really bonded. I think even just on a friendship level, you get each other, you understand each other, and you bond very easily. You bonded very easily, I feel. And with the Temperance card here for them in the past, they again, this could suggest bonding as well, or coming together of, you know, two people's emotions or emerging. They seem to have been quite patient here, though, whilst it wasn't more of a platonic situation in the near past. But they were still feeling very positive and very much attracted to you, moving forward towards you as well. So I'm talking so fast, but all these messages are all coming back, and it's like, I'm just like reeling them off. Sorry if I talk fast. You might need to put it on that slow option where you can slow down the video. Sorry, I'll try and slow down. So It could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with as well, as these two cards do represent a Sagittarius. And we do have the King of Rods essentially representing your partner's feelings as well. So it could definitely be a fire sign that you're dealing with who's like really optimistic, really tempered, quite mature. I do as well, another message I picked up throughout the reading was that there was an age difference in the relationship. And I feel that you may be younger than your partner and they're just more mature. So they're able to, even though they've got strong feelings and want to move forward, they're able to really kind of tame themselves, almost like the Strength card a little bit. They're able to kind of rein in their emotions, manage their emotions, almost like the King of Cups. So that could be what's happening as well. I was going to say something else, I forgot. Yeah, they're just really optimistic, and there's been a lot of positive communication between you two about the future. This could also be, I was going to say that you guys are from very different worlds, and that, you know, it could be that you guys are from different kind of backgrounds, different cultures. You know, one could be Indian, one could be Chinese or whatever, white, black, whatever. Or you could even be two of the same kind of ethnicity, but from two different backgrounds. Like maybe one's from like a working class and one's from like super rich and wealthy, but somehow you guys do seem to really understand each other and really bond, and your partner feels really excited about what could be. I feel there's a strong sexual attraction to you as well that they can't really resist. And that's clarified here essentially with the King of Rods and Lovers card. They may very well fall in love with you. We do know that men fall in love with their eyes, ladies, and, you know, women fall in love with their ears, as they say. So it could be that they kind of seen you. You can see this person like fixated. Even the King of Rods is like looking directly at this person. There could be two people involved. It could be that you are the one leaving this other man as well, maybe to be with this person. And that's maybe why you've kind of kept things at a friendship level, because you didn't really want to move, obviously, into anything intimate whilst, you know, being committed to somebody else. And that could be what's happening here as well. And I think as well, that's a lot of the attraction for this person as well, the King of Rods. They like the fact that others want you. It kind of makes them feel proud of you. You're someone that they can show off. You're someone that makes them look good. Their intentions is the Six of Rods and the Devil card as well, which again, they're very into the material side of the situation, like how they look, how it affects their status, in their circle, or generally, you are a benefit to them, and they realize that. We've got you here with the Page of Cups. So you're a little bit hesitant, which makes sense, or you're interested and you have an emotional attachment to this person, but you're not too sure about actually moving forward. You may not know exactly. You may be allowing this person to take the lead a lot more. And if they are more mature than you, then that kind of does make logical sense. This person may naturally just have a more of a kind of authoritative kind of energy in the relationship, or you yourself naturally as a Virgo. I'm a Virgo too. I think Virgos do have a kind of, we are very feminine, and we can be quite like chilled and sweet and soft kind of thing, like where we will sometimes allow people to take the lead in certain situations, you know, if you trust them. So yeah, I don't know why that came up, but it could be that it's just your natural disposition is just to not really rush into things, and to really, I just feel this really strong feminine energy, like you're very receptive to this person, and they're like the King of Rods, and they're quite, so there's like a lovely, I guess, balance of feminine and masculine energy in the relationship. And that could also be what the Lovers card represents. This person, you know, this does talk about the combining of the masculine and the feminine, as well as the Temperance card as well. But this card definitely speaks to that. about the two energies intertwining. And again, to me, there's like a difference of cultures or people here. So I forgot what I was going to say. But yeah, this person is very fixated on you, and they're really sexually attracted to you. They really want to take things forward. As I was saying, they may be taking more of the lead. This person knows what they want. They want what they want. So they're the king of rods. They're not going to wait for anyone to give anything to them. They're going to go for what they want. And probably if you give it to them, they're not going to want it. You're dealing with someone who likes the chase, who likes to play that whole masculine role of winning you over. And then, especially with the Six of Wands, this is someone who wants to win you over, who wants to be like, I've conquered her. I've just got a picture of a caveman, like with like something over his shoulder, kind of carrying it home, and this is the bite, this is what I caught, kind of thing. It's kind of like that, when the guy gets like a really big fish when they go fishing and they take pictures for days and post it in magazines and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Sorry to compare us, I'm a Virgo too, to a prized fish, but it's it's kind of similar to that. You could just be dealing with someone like that, and you know what? You wouldn't be alone. There are many, many men that probably would attest to this as well, would agree with this, that there's something about a win for them. So I don't feel like your partner's unusually, like that, but that's definitely what's happening here, is that he feels very proud of you, and very, very attached to you. With the Devil card and the Lovers card, this person's not going to let go easily. You've got into their head. You're there now, and they're not going anywhere, because the Devil card and the Lovers card, this person is really fixated on you, attached, addicted. I also got the message that if this person is, if this person is a third party, and if there is a third party, this person does want to leave that third party, and they want to be with you. They want to move forward with you. You make them feel good. Their other relationship makes them feel like they are bound. It makes them feel stifled. They don't feel appreciated, recognized. There's a part of them I feel like they feel others maybe don't see. They want to be seen. I think they feel seen with you. They feel appreciated with you as well. And their intention is to probably, get more of your attention, to leave this negative situation behind, or at least a feeling of bondage. They want to leave that behind. But this person is quite selfish or self-focused. They know what they want. They want you. This is further clarified by the 5 of Swords and the 2 of Cups. This person wants you. They don't care who has to kind of feel any sort of pain or disappointment. They're coming for you regardless. Yeah, that's how I feel. That's what this card's is saying. Like, this person's like relentless almost, or not going to give up. If you're seeing someone else, they don't want that person around. Like, they want you. They're acting like the King of Rods. If they're not the King of Rods, they're acting like that way. They're taking destiny into their own hands. They're taking action. They're pursuing you. And they're being selfish about it. It's because it makes them happy. It's not like they're coming for you and they're like, I'm all lovey-dovey. Like, I just really like, they're not the Knight of Cups here. This isn't like a romantic thing. They might do grand gestures. Again, it's about showing, or they might do things for you, but they're more of the business person. I think you're dealing with someone that maybe is an entrepreneur, or, is kind of a senior boss or manager, but definitely kind of a king, and they want what they want. They're coming for you. They're not giving up. They may intend to be cutting people out. You know, this could be, it could be related to family as well. I mean, if they are leaving a family behind because they want to pursue you, that could be happening here as well. I'm sorry to say, I never want to have to say that. But it looks like they've decided anyway. You know, and ultimately, you know, who knows? Maybe their partner is really, maybe it's really time for them to leave that situation. You know, whatever situation it is, it may not be a partner. You know, it may be something else. It may be a business that they're dealing with that they can't seem to get away from because of contracts that they've signed or agreements they've made, or things like that. You know, but it looks like they are intending. They don't care about hurting anyone else's feelings when it comes to getting with you. And they have an idea of what love is as well, of what they want. They've got a clear vision, and you fit that mold. They like what they see when they look into their future with you. You are motivated by the King of Swords. So again, it may not be a fire sign, it may be an air sign that you're dealing with, especially with the two air energies being at the base here and the Gemini card popping out. Well, the Lover's card, but the Ace of Swords as well. So yeah, there is also an equal amount of air energy here. So it could be that this person, again, is more in their head, or they're more passionate and in their head. So they're more about the truth and fighting for the truth and whatever, you know, and then going and then pursuing adventure and willing things to happen and making things happen. So they've got that kind of real driving, passionate energy. They're not like overly romantic and emotional. And I mean, they might be a lovely, sensitive person, but generally speaking, they're quite, you know, they're not mutable. You know, they're cardinal, if that makes sense to any astrology lovers out there. So you could be very focused on this King of Swords. It could be just an air sign that you're dealing with, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, that you're quite focused on at the moment. Again, it could also be you really thinking about how this is all going to turn out, really thinking about your next steps. The King of Swords is also one of the most powerful cards in the entire deck. And the reason that is, I feel, is because ultimately when we look at the 7 universal laws, and what the first law is that everything is mental. You know, that kind of lets you know that, like, if everything is mental, if everything is related to or started with a mental thought, or everything is affected by thought, or was created first with thought in the mind, or with thought, period, then this would make sense to be the most powerful card in the deck. In terms of what is the most strongest card, it means that you're in a very strong position. You may be able to see things from a very objective point of view. You are being very wise about how you're moving forward. You are thinking and, you know, future thinking. You're seeing how this will play out. What if this happens? What will be happening if I go down this road? It's like you're able to see how things will turn out and then make plans around that and really almost engineer a kind of outcome that you see suitable and that you know is above board, fair and just for you, and possibly, you know, for this other person too, and maybe other people that are involved. You are carefully thinking about how you move forward. You're not just being the King of Rods about it. You're not just being the Knight of Rods about it either, I was going to say. You're being the King of Swords. Yes, you're passionate about what you want to do, but you know that it needs to be carefully thought through and engineered properly to ensure that there's not too much collateral damage, that things work in your favor as well. But I think you've got way more leverage in this situation. And when I say that, if this person, you know, it's definitely the third party that's being left here, you are the one that they want to be with. Or it's a case of you knowing some sort of secret, or knowing something, or having engineered the situation somehow, or you're just like really smart. You're working really smart about this. And with the High Priestess and 7 of Swords, it is something that you're keeping hidden. There's something that you know. And it could just be that you're getting tarot readings or you've got a really good psychic, you know, and they're telling you things like, oh, okay, then you know what you need to focus on, or you need to change or whatever. It could be something like that. So your intentions is the 3 of coins. You want things to work. Ultimately, this card is about making things work, being flexible, understanding people's strengths, weaknesses, and working with that in order to create a solid beginning going forward, or to create a solid foundation going forward with this person. I've already mentioned that their intentions is to win you over, to be with you. They want to make love to you. If you haven't already done that, they want to do that. That's all they're thinking about. That's all I can see. You know, we've got the 6 of Rods, the King of Rods, the Lovers, the Devil card, the 2 of Cups. And then we have the 8 of Wands. This person's got a strong, passionate feeling towards you. And they want to win you over. They want to show you off. You do satisfy something in them that maybe for them is a bit of a vice, not so much of a virtue. Like they like to show off. I don't know if I said that already. I probably have. Because I've done the video twice now. I can't remember what I said and what I haven't. But yeah, it looks as if this person, like they can't help it. They like to show things off. They like to look good. They like they got a thing about how they look to people. You know, they like to look good in front of people. It may not be anything extreme, but still it's something important to them. And it's actually maybe not so much of a good thing. So something to bear in mind. When I say not so much of a good thing, I feel that it's not a virtue. You know, but everyone has their negatives and their virtuous kind of characteristics in their personality. And this is a little chink in their armor that they can't help that. It's just who they are. So I doubt you'll be able to change it. So yeah, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. I think that's just how it is. Yeah. So then we've got the Star card for the near future. So you're feeling really positive. So I think in the near future, I feel like you will be wanting to make a commitment to this person. You will start to think about the long term and start to see a possibility in there being a long-term connection with this person. Also with the picture being a nude woman, I feel like you are ready to open up to this person and take things to the next step. But it's only because you see a future with this person. Again, it's the 10 of Coins that's on your mind this month. This is the overall message. This is what you're focused on. You're focused on long-term commitments. And I think when you see that that is possible, that's when I think you start to open up and actually consider making this, you know, changing it from platonic to something more intimate. And then we've got them here with the Hermit card and the Ace of Swords. Again, another air energy. This is also a Virgo card ruled by Mercury. So we've got this strong mercurial energy in the reading. Especially with the 10 of Pentacles, it does seem that it is very practical. It's not a very emotional month. For you, yes, your emotions are stirred, but even for the both of you, it's like you're thinking practically about how you're going to make this relationship work as you do move out of this third-party situation or just move forward in the relationship generally. It just looks like a really positive month, but you guys, it may be very uneventful as well, where it just becomes a committed relationship. You know, it just kind of progresses in that direction this period. So come April 15th, you're just gonna get closer and closer, I think. Things will just get better and better and you become more and more hopeful. And they themselves will find their inner truth that will bring them clarity, that will bring them into a point of clear decision, where they know exactly where they're going and they feel like they are more aligned to their path as they move forward in this new direction. So for them, it's a victory and they're just feeling really positive about how things could be. So that's lovely, really good. It looks like you are really concerned about making sure things do move forward in the right way. But either way, with the King of Swords here, you're in a very strong position. You have thought this through. You do want it to work. with the Three of Coins here. And you just want to make sure that everyone's on the same page, or that everyone is going to invest the same amount of time and energy into this. Like, you want to make sure that everyone's, when I say everyone, really just you and this person want the same outcome. The reason why I say everyone is because it's, it's a three. It usually talks about groups or more than two people, but I think it's just letting us know that there is a third party involved. And that I think you don't want to hurt this other person. Like, I think you're quite concerned about not hurting too many people in this process, but your partner's like, I don't care that much. I care about me. They are a little bit selfish, and that may be what their non-virtue is. Looks like things really kind of get better there with the Star card and the Hermit card. I feel like it's just going to get really better. You guys, maybe a lot of clarity. This person feels they have justice as well. Your partner feels they have justice. So I'm going to pull some cards for you, Virgo, for March. I'm going to take those cards. Okay, so Spirit's message is destiny. The obstacle is long distance. There may be distance between you two or some sort of separation. What brings you together is work. It could be your work ethic as well, or that you work together, or that you both want to work on this. We've then got true love for what they're learning, for what you're learning. They're learning about gifts. So this could be about them learning to be more giving. You know, and being appreciated, and also appreciating others. So that's a really important lesson for them to learn. And they could just be learning about giving gifts, so that can actually go a long way. Sometimes it's getting someone a card or a little something as you're out can sometimes go a long way in relationships. And letting someone know that you care, and you're learning that actually this is true love for you. It's the true love thing, you know. Or you could be just learning about true love, where you're learning what true love is to you. Yeah, and forming ideas around what that Ten of Pentacles could look like. What is true love to you, kind of thing. We've then got gossip for how you see your partner. So you might think they talk too much. And then we've got dating for how they see you. Dating came up in the last reading. We do have control. So it could be control issues in the relationship. I didn't see that really in the first part of the reading. But control could mean more around having to control this situation. I do also feel that that control the situation to avoid too much collateral damage. I do also see that you may have a certain amount of control here with the King of Swords. You may know what kind of things or strings to pull to get this relationship where you want it to be. And control, I think, is at your fingertips, and it's a case of you maybe being ethical. Again, no judgment here. I just do the reading, you know. It could be something like that. It could also be that, okay, money also came up in the last reading. I was also going to say that it could be that you need to maybe not be too focused on a particular outcome, and maybe allow things to kind of just kind of develop. As destiny is here, Spirit is letting you know that this whole thing is destined. So as much as you are the King of Swords, and you may be learning a lot, it may be that you do need to let go of too much, be too controlling of the situation and allow it to kind of develop on its own a little bit. And we did have that energy come through with the Page of Cups, but I think it's more with the Page of Cups. It's like, I think that it's just that this person is a lot more of a leader type person, so they kind of will push the relationship forward. So maybe they're saying you don't really need to. This person will do all the work. This person will pursue you. This person will make time. This person will be in your life. Like, they won't be hard to find or pin. This person's coming for you. So you don't have to do all that much. You don't have to be too controlling, basically. I did also see here that, it could be the fact that this person does find you so sexy that is actually a way that you actually maintain control in the situation in a way. You could be using sex as a weapon, or knowing that this person really finds you attractive and sexy, that you could be kind of using it to your leverage by maybe making them wait. I don't know. And money is also an issue as well. And this came up before as your actual obstacle. Money's involved in this situation. This could be happening right here. Maybe that money is related to your partner's other situation or the third party. Maybe that's why it's hard for them to break out. Maybe they are controlled by money being a situation in the relationship. Or it could be that money's just involved in your relationship somehow. So maybe this person is offering you some sort of financial support. It's making you feel trapped, or although the reading doesn't sound like you feel trapped. But it could be that there is this kind of undertone or some sort of element to the relationship. As much as it may seem very positive and you guys want to move forward, there still is money involved in the relationship, and it's like sex and money are tools, or maybe issues of control in the relationship. Yeah. So, but either way, they see you as dating, so having a good time. So, I think control issues are going to come in with all of our relationships. You can work with it, you can work against it, you could, whatever. It's an energy. It's up to you to do what you want to do with it. So hopefully you guys will have fun with the whole element of control, if that is an issue, and not allow it to disturb the relationship in a negative way. So, yeah, you see them as gossip. Maybe you see them as someone who talks too much, or again, is worried about what people say. They're worried about gossiping about what people say. So you are aware of that. And I think that's what makes you look at them like, do you actually like me? With the Page of Cups, like, do you actually like me? Or are you just with me because you think I make you look good? But I think as time goes on, you will actually, with the Star card, think, actually, there's something here. Actually, maybe we could make something work. Because they show you that it's long term. It's not just for fun, for now, to make them look good. We've got the Yang card again, which is representing your partner's energy. They are Yang. They are actively pursuing and coming forward, I think, towards you. But they could be hiding it as well with the Temperance card here, or in the past really tempered it. But now I think they're kind of letting it all out of the bag. With the Lovers card and the King of Rods, I don't think that they can really help themselves. Okay, we've got, oh, no, oh, I did have. Okay, so we've got Yang, Never Ending Story. Never Ending Story, another 10. So, yeah, I think this is relating to the 10 of Coins as well. Never Ending Story. There is like a continuing of a story. I think there'll be stops and starts in this situation. And you're basically, Never Ending Story to me, I feel, in this situation is talking about things moving from one situation to another. And they may completely change. So things may completely change. Your relationship may look very different come the end of April the 15th as to how it looks now, especially if, you and your partner do have this getaway, do travel, do go somewhere, but do have long distance being an issue. So there could be separation. So maybe you guys are getting together and are traveling, or you are just leaving this third party. And as you do, the relationship will look very different. It will become more committed. It will look more traditional by the book here. We've got this card that follows it. It will look more traditional, and it will be your partner that's got to move this forward. It's kind of that your partner is the one that has who's leading the way, or is going to have to lead the way. It's up to them to make a move, I feel. But yeah, for them, it's very different as well. And I think it's been a very stressful time for them as well with the never-ending story. It's like they haven't been happy in their relationship or that situation that they were in. But they may feel that, you know, it was by the book. It was what people expected. Again, they are concerned about what people think. If they are in a long-term relationship, they may be concerned about divorce and how that looks to their, you know, their circles. That could be an issue. But I also just feel that as one kind of door closes, another one opens. It's that kind of thing. And as this chapter ends, another one, it's like a never-ending story. It will continue, but it will continue in a different way and look very different to how it is now. So then we've got blessed, clean it up, and truth be told. Okay, so the union is blessed. It is protected. Destiny is here. Clean it up is suggesting that there is things that need to be cleaned up and cleaned out. And that could be that, again, there's a bit of a kind of shaking of the feathers, you know, where all the crap comes out of the relationship and then all you have is the relationship, or all you have is that bird after they've kind of shaken their feathers out, and then they're in their glory and without all the dust under their wings, you know. It's kind of, and that will allow you guys to fly. But it's that kind of thing going on here, where I think there's things in the relationship that have bogged you guys down. And I don't think you've always been as open with your partner as maybe you are being now. And that's why there is this hesitancy in the beginning, where you're like, oh, it's platonic. Or there's this energy of slowness. And then it kind of gets better, I think, towards April, where you're both a lot clearer. The Star card, the Hermit card, and the Ace of Swords just looks really great, really. Lovely new start in truth and positivity, optimism, and a very mature outlook, as it's going to be long term. And then we've got the Truth Be Told card, the last card here. So truth be told, and it's a 14 with hearts. It reminds me a lot of Valentine's Day. And it could be that there are some truths that come out. Maybe there are some heart-to-heart conversations that happen this month with your partner that are very romantic, that do allow you guys to really connect even deeper with truth. The truth will come out through dating, through your times together. Yeah, there'll be like heart-to-heart conversations, a real connection and a real bonding of you two. Like, so you guys, if you never had a title before, you will have a title through conversations. Things will develop. So yeah, but remember to be true to yourself as well. With the Truth Be Told card here, there may also be things that you need to clean up. But this is all divinely guided. Maybe if you had never met this person, they would have never got out of this rut or never been able to kind of feel free. And maybe the same for you in some way. Like it's all kind of destined. So, and there's a lot of money and passion involved, so it looks good. All right, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I'm going to try and save it this time. Fingers crossed it saves. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I really, really, truly appreciate all of you guys' support. And yeah, continue to stay tuned, and I'll see you next time. Bye.